What is up, book nerds? My name is Hillary and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over the books that I plan on reading for the Reindeer Readathon. I am so excited, and it is put on by Break-Even Books, which I will link their channel down below. So if you guys want to participate, you can go check out his channel. And I'm excited because there's going to be plenty of reading sprints, and there's different teams, and there's points for the books that you read. But for team-wise, I am on Team Mistletoe, and I'm excited to be a part of that team and see where we get. Hopefully we win this, and I'm excited to see where it goes. But before we get started into this video, don't forget to hit that like and that subscribe button with that notification bell, and you'll be the first to know when I am posting. And without further ado, let's get right on into the books that I plan on reading for this readathon. The first thing I'm going to go over are all the prompts. And so each prompt is a reindeer and their names, and I will go through those right now. So first off, we have Dasher, and the prompt for this is finish a series. And then secondly, we have Dancer, and that prompt is book with cursive, flowy / elegant font on the cover. Prancer is favorite season on the cover or has colors of favorite season. Vixen is a book you want to read but think it might be overhyped. Comet is an astronomical sign, whether it's star, sun, moon, etc., words like that. Cupid is book with favorite trope. Donner is book you want to read but don't like the cover. Blitzen is use a random generator and put the numbers 0 through 9 on it, and whatever number that lands on, that book has to end with that page number last. So if it lands on 7, the book would have to be, for example, 127 pages long. And then Rudolph is start a new series. But then there's bonus points you can get. And these are Christmas Star, and that's read a book over 500 pages. And then we have Christmas Lights, and that is an ebook. We have Christmas Carols, which is an audiobook. Slaying It, the prompt is if you complete all prompts including bonus, you can redo one prompt for extra points. And this is going to be such a fun readathon. I'm hoping I can get all of these books read because I already did my cup TBR, and I know I included some of those books in this readathon, and there's 4 left that aren't a part of it. So now I'm going to tell you what books I matched up with each prompt. So for Dasher, it says finish a series, and I know the series isn't completed because the last book comes out next year, but for right now it's technically done, so I'm kind of twisting it a little bit. But I'm going to be reading Heartstopper Volume 4 by Alice Oseman. I already talked about what this book is about in my Cup TBR game, so I'm not going to go into it much, but I'm very excited to read this one, and it's going to be an easy read for me to get through. Alright, so for Dancer, which is the elegant flow cursive writing on the cover, I went with another graphic novel, which is Lore Olympus Volume 2 by Rachel Smith. I believe this one was on my Cup game TBR, but I'm not 100% sure. But this is a Hades and Persephone retelling, well, not a retelling, but a graphic novel, and is very new adult, so 18 plus to read this, and I'm excited to see what else happens in this book, because the first one was okay, but it was a fun read, and I just want to do fun, easier reads this month, and I can't wait to see what I think about this one. So Prancer is favorite season on the cover or the colors of the season on it, and my favorite season is Christmas time. To me, Christmas is a season, it's not a day. So I'm going to go with The Holiday Swap by Maggie Knox. This is about 2 sisters, I believe they're twins, and they swap places, and that's all I know going into this, and that's all I really want to know. And I've heard really mixed reviews on this, so I'm hoping I love it because it is most likely the only holiday read I'm going to get done this year. So for Vixen, which is a book that you want to read but think it might be overhyped, and that book for me is Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. I recently just got this book, and I've seen it everywhere, but I'm worried that with all the hype around it, I'm not going to like it as much, and it is a big book. But all it says that I'm going to read on the back is, Knox Morgan doesn't tolerate drama, especially in the form of a stranded runaway bride. So I believe this is going to be kind of like enemies to lovers in a way, but I know the second book in this comes out, I believe, early 2023, so I want to get this done so that I can get the second one and read that. And then for Comet, which is a title with an astronomical word in it, which is, like I said, a star, moon, sun, etc. I was going to read Atomic Love for this one because I could not find a book with either one of those words in it, but I did find one that I own, and that book is Girl Made of Stars by Ashley Herring Blake. This is a YA book, I know that, and I don't know much about it, so it says on the back, Mara and Owen are as close as twins can get. So when Mara's friend Hannah accuses Mara doesn't know what to think. Can her brother really be guilty of such a violent act? Torn between her family and her sense of right and wrong, Mara feels lost, and it doesn't help that things are strained with her ex-girlfriend Charlie. As Mara, Hannah, and Charlie come together in the aftermath of this terrible crime, Mara must face a trauma from her own past to decide where Charlie hits into her future. Confronting difficult questions surrounding consent, victim blaming, and sexual assault, Girl Made of Stars is a timely, emotional, gripping novel that shines a light on the story of a survivor with sensitivity and hope. This sounds like it's going to be very hard-hitting. I would not have thought that this was what this book was about when I bought it. Sometimes I just pick books that I hear a lot about on BookTube and just want to read them. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a great book to read. And then for Cupid, it is your favorite trope, and I went with Tryst 6 Venom by Penelope Douglas, and this is an enemies to lovers book, and I have read this in the past, but I've really wanted to reread it since I have the book physically now. And it is about Clay and Olivia, who absolutely despise each other, but come to find out these two girls have feelings for each other, and I'm very excited to read this and just experience it all over again. And then I know there's 3 more prompts, but the last 2 for Blitzen, which is the number generator, and Rudolph, which is finish a series, I'm going to wait to pick those in one of my reading vlogs and go from there. For Donner, the book I want to read but don't like the cover is One Lucky Vampire by Lindsay Sands. I would have loved this more if it had more of a, not the guy on the cover and stuff, but I haven't read a Lindsay Sands book ever, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be like kind of like a smut book, and I'm excited to read it. I know it looks big, but it's a mass market paperback, and I'm excited to get to this one, and I love books with vampires in it, and I believe this is a series also. And this one just says, no one does wickedly funny and irresistibly steamy like New York Times bestselling author Lindsay Sands, especially in the red-hot romance between a reluctant vampire and the beauty who needs to sleep. Luck be a vampire tonight. When Nicole Phillips agreed to hire a housekeeper, she pictured someone a little frumpy and almost certainly female. Instead, she gets gorgeous, unmistakably male Jake Colson. The man is proving indispensable in the kitchen and everywhere else, except Jake might not be a mortal man at all. And every night, who wouldn't want to be a tall, dark, powerful vampire? Jake, for one, he's barely had time to adjust to his new state before he's roped into a family favor. Still secretly playing bodyguard to sweet, sexy Nicole is turning out to be the wildest ride of his life. First he'll put a stop to whoever's targeting her, then he'll prove that this kind of love and luck happens only once in an eternity. This sounds really good, and I am so excited to get to this one this month and to see what I think. The last thing I want to get into is I am planning on doing some reading vlogs for this. I'm not going to say that I'm going to do one every week because sometimes I just get really busy and don't get time to film every week. But I do plan on doing some reading vlogs, and I have other ones that I filmed last month that are going to be coming out, and I'm excited for you guys to see those ones. But I am hoping to do maybe a weekend reading vlog for you guys and see that. But if you guys have any ideas on what kind of videos you want me to do, let me know in the comments down below, and I will try to get to them. And that is it for this video. And as always, keep on reading, people. Bye!